Come onto your mat in your seated posture. Make sure that your spine is nice and straight. So check in with your back, with your body at this point. Making sure that your shoulders are back, your spine is straight. Feeling as if there's a string pulling you up at the top of your head. Make sure that your pelvis is directly underneath your heart and your heart is directly underneath your head. So there's some alignment going on there. The shoulders back. I invite you now to start paying attention to what your body feels like, but also begin to pay attention to your breath. Taking some deep breaths in through the nose and long exhalations out through the mouth. Let's do that a few more times. Deep inhalation through the nose and long exhalation through the mouth. And if you haven't yet, I invite you to close your eyes now and start becoming present in your body. Going to do a few rounds of the square breath here, which means we're going to inhale for the count of 4, hold for the count of 4, exhale for 4, and hold that exhalation for 4. Let's begin. Deep breath in through the nose, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold that exhalation, 4, 3, 2, 1. I invite you to do 2 of these at your own pace, using your breath. And remember, with trauma-sensitive yoga, everything we do is a choice. If it feels good for you, do it. If it doesn't feel good for you, sit it out. We're going to take another deep breath in through the nose. And as we exhale, we're twisting over to the left side, placing the right hand onto the left knee and the left hand behind the seating bones. And we're twisting all the way into the far left corner of the arm. Deep, juicy breaths here. Another deep breath in as we exhale. Coming back to center. Going to do the same thing on the other side. Deep breath in through the nose. And as we exhale, twisting over to the right side. Placing the left hand onto the right knee and the right hand behind the seating bones. Twisting all the way into the neck, all the way into the far right corner of your eye. Deep breath here. And on your next exhalation, come back to center. I invite you now to do another round of the spinal twist, the seated spinal twist, one on each side. And you can do this at your own pace using your breath. Deep breath in. And exhale, twist. Once you feel satisfied with your extra round, we need to take another deep breath in through the nose. And as we exhale, we're placing the left hand onto the mat. Deep breath in. Exhale, lifting up in the right arm. Stretching out the right side body. Another deep breath in, and as we exhale, we come back to center. Going to do the same on the other side now. Deep breath in through the nose. And as we exhale, we're placing the right hand onto the mat, lifting up in the left arm. Stretching out through the left side body. Deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, coming back down. You're going to do that one more time on each side. At your own pace. Check in with your body here. Making sure that you're aware of what your body feels like, what these movements are doing to your body. Pay attention to where you're feeling. And come back to center. Here we go. When you come back to center, when you're ready, we're going to take a deep breath in, and as we inhale, we're squeezing the shoulders up towards the ears. Squeezing them up. As we exhale, release, drop them down. Let's do that 2 more times. Deep breath in. Squeezing up in the shoulders. And exhale, release. 1 more time. This time we're going to rotate our shoulders, or place your fingertips onto your shoulders here. Deep breath in through the nose, and as we exhale, drawing big circles in the sky with your elbows. Going in one direction, breathing as we go. Nice and slowly, intentionally, feeling what that is, sensations in your shoulders. And we're going to go in the opposite direction. Expanding through the shoulder joints. Deep breath. There we go. And come back down to center. I invite you to do some neck rolls with me. You're going to take your right ear over to the right side. Deep breath in, we're rolling forward across the chest. As we exhale, inhale at the back, and exhale as we roll across the chest. I'm doing the same in the opposite direction. So taking your left ear over to the left side. Deep breath in through the nose. And as we exhale, we roll all the way up. When you're ready, you can come back to center. Just feel what it feels like to be inside your body right now. If you haven't closed your eyes, I invite you to do so for a moment here. Some deep, juicy breaths. Just taking stock of what your body feels like right now. You're going to slowly make your way into tabletop. So come up onto your hands and knees. Slowly and deliberately. Making sure that your wrists are directly below your shoulders and that your knees are directly below your hips. Making sure that your fingers are evenly spaced. We're going to go into some drunken cat-cow here, and you can move in any direction that feels good. You can go around in circles if that feels nice. Using your breath as you go. Deep, juicy breath. Stretching out your wrists here. Stretching out your spine. And just spend a little bit of time exploring what feels good here. Don't forget your breath. Come back to center. We're going to send the fingertips out towards the edges of your mat. We're going to rotate a little bit more here, rotating and loosening in the wrists, warming up in the wrists. Deep breath. And if you have it in your practice today, turning your wrists, fingers facing towards your body. Rotating. Deep breath. In both directions. Nice and gentle, small movements. Don't have to do too much. Bring them back to normal, to center position. We're going to open up in the knees here, bringing the toes together. Sit back, sending the arms out straight ahead of you into extended child's pose here. Bringing you forward to the mat. Deep, juicy breaths here. Going to take another deep breath in. We're going to walk the hands over to the left side, stretching out the side of the right side of the body. Deep breaths in. You can walk your arms back through the middle, over to the right side, stretching out the side of the left body. Deep breaths in. When you're ready, you can walk your hands back to center. Back into that extended child's pose with your forehead onto the ground, shaking your head side to side, and enjoying that lovely opening in the spine. Deep breaths here. Walk your hands back up into tabletop. Bring your knees closer back into the normal tabletop position. Making sure your wrists are directly below your shoulders, and your knees are directly below your hips. We're going to do a few cat cows here, but before we do, just tuck in your lower ribs, hugging your navel to your spine, straightening out of the spine here, and engaging your core. Another deep breath in through the nose, and as we exhale, we're lowering the belly, pushing the heart forward, and pushing up through the crown. Deep breath in, and as we exhale, we're rounding the spine, tucking in the tailbones, chin to chest. Feel as if there's a string pulling you up in the middle of your spine. Another deep breath in, and as we exhale, back up into calm. I invite you to do a few of these at your own pace, using your breath as you go. Just enjoying these sensations on your spine. And remember, it's all the way from the neck to the sitting bones. So incorporating the full spine here. Be present in your body. Pay attention to the sensations. When you're ready, you can come back to center. We're going to do some strengthening and balancing here. Making sure that your fingers are evenly spaced and that your palms are nicely planted into the ground. We're going to take a deep breath in through the nose. And as we exhale, we're lifting up in the right arm and the left leg. One full round of breath here as we hold. And we're going to bring the knee towards the elbow, meeting in the middle. And stretch it out again. On your next exhalation, you're coming back down. Let's do that one more time on the other side. Deep breath in through the nose. And as we exhale, lifting up in the left arm and the right leg. Holding here for a full breath. And you can come back to center here when you're ready. I invite you now to place your elbows onto the mat where your hands have been. So just replacing your hands with your elbows here. Making sure that your palms are flat on the ground. Fingers evenly spaced here. Going to tuck in the toes. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And as we exhale, we're straightening the legs. Just feeling the strength in your upper body. 3 juicy breaths here. And release your knees back down. Very good. You can untuck your toes. And maintaining the balance in your knees, the 90-degree angle. Going to just walk your palms up in front of you, bringing your chest down to the ground. Deep breaths here. Very good. When you're ready, you can walk your palms back all the way, coming up into sitting on your shins here, and you can tuck in your toes if you want to have a bit of a toe stretch here. Rocking side to side. Invite you now to push your shoulders back. You don't have to clasp your hands behind your back, but you're just pushing the chest forward, pushing your heart forward, opening up in the throat, opening up in the chest. If you have it in your practice to clasp your hands behind your back, I invite you to do that. Or you can just rest them behind your back. That's perfectly okay. Deep breath in. And release your arms down. Give them a bit of a shake if you need to. You're going to place your palms onto the floor, keeping the toes tucked in here. We're going into our first downward facing dog for the day. Deep breath in through the nose, and as we exhale, we're straightening those legs. And you can find a little bit of movement here, bending one knee and then the other. Or you can come to stillness if that feels better. But we are energetically trying to push our heels down onto the floor, extending up through the tailbones and down through the crown. We're going to take another deep breath in here. And we're going to walk the feet forward slowly, coming into a forward fold. And spend a few moments here in your forward fold, stretching out of the hips. Also hold onto your elbows here, rocking from side to side. And you can bend your knees, make room for your belly. Deep, juicy breath. And release. Gonna take another deep breath in through the nose. And as we exhale, we're coming up halfway lift into a number 7 posture. Extending through the tailbone, through the crown, feeling the length in your spine. And placing your hands, your palms just above your knees. Making sure that your elbows are close to your body. Another deep breath in and we're falling forward. Deep breath in through the nose, taking your fingertips and running them all the way up your legs slowly as you come up into standing. Finding yourself in this mountain posture. Close your eyes and feel what it feels like to be inside your body right now. Okay, we're going to do one round of flow so you can get to the front of your mat. Come to the front of your mat here. Your feet evenly spaced. Your feet are directly below your hips. Remember, it's directly below your hip bones. So not as wide as you think your hips are. Make sure that they're directly below your hip bones, your hip joints. Then take a deep breath in through the nose. And as we exhale, we're lifting up in the arms, going into a slight back bend here if it's in your practice. Leaning back. Another deep breath in and we're falling forward into a forward fold. Deep breath in through the nose. We're stepping back with the right leg into a lunge, making sure that your knee is directly above your ankle here. I think that's pretty important for safety. And I want you to rock back and forth on those back toes. So extending through the groin here. Deep, juicy breaths. Another deep breath in through the nose as we exhale. We're stepping back with the left leg into plank pose. One full breath here. And we're lowering the knees, the chest and the chin to the ground, hugging in the elbows, sliding forward. And you can come up onto your elbows here into Sphinx pose if that feels good, extending through the crown. Really feeling the spine stretching through the crown there. If you have it in your practice today, you can place your palms on the edges of your mat, tucking in the elbows, deep breath in through the nose. And as we exhale, really lifting up into a back bend here. Shoulders are pushing down, throat is open, heart pushing forward. Another deep breath in and we're coming back down. Then we tuck in the toes here, placing the palms underneath the shoulders. Deep breath in through the nose, and as we exhale, we're pushing up into plank. Hold for a full round of breath here. And on your exhalation, we're pushing the hips back and up into downward facing dog. And you can spend a little bit of time here being curious about what your body feels like in this posture. You can bend your knees. You can bend one knee and then the other. Whatever feels good. Deep, juicy breaths. Another deep breath in, and on your next exhalation, we're going to step forward with the right foot. And remember, you can help that right foot along. You don't have to step forward in one go. We'll get there eventually with some practice. And I invite you to just rock back and forth here on your toes, extending through the groin. Making sure that your knee is directly above your ankle. Another deep breath in and we're lifting up in the right arm. And release it back down. Deep breath in through the nose. You're stepping forward with the left foot into a forward fold. Another deep breath in. We're coming up halfway lift. Extending through the crown here. Another deep breath in and we're lowering back down. Deep breath in through the nose. We're running the fingertips all the way up the legs, rolling up from vertebrae into standing. Coming back up into mountain pose, take a moment here to feel what it feels like to be inside your body right now. You are safe and you're okay. Breathe deeply. Feeling rooted and grounded into the floor. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I invite you to just check your posture here, making sure your feet are directly below your hips. Shoulders back, heart shining forward. Feeling as if there's something pulling you at the top of your head. Straightening the spine, tucking in your pelvis just a little. Deep, juicy breath. And on your next exhalation, you're lifting up in the arms. Slight back bend. Another deep breath in and we're falling forward. Placing your palms onto the floor. Deep breath in through the nose. We're stepping back with the left leg. Rocking it back and forth. Loosening up in the groin. Loosening up in the ankle. Another deep breath in through the nose. And as we exhale, bringing the right foot back into plank pose. Taking a full breath here. And lowering the knees, the chest and the chin to the ground, sliding through into Sphinx pose or baby cobra. Whichever feels better today. And release back down. Going to tuck in the toes here again. And on the next exhalation, we're pushing up into plank. Hold for a breath. And push the hips step back and up into downward facing dog. Deep breaths here. And on your next exhalation, you're stepping forward with the left foot into a lunge, rocking back and forth on your right toes over there, making sure that your left knee is directly above your ankle. And we're going to lift up in the left arm. Deep breaths here. And bringing it back down. Another deep breath in and we're bringing the right foot forward to meet the left. Into a forward fold. Another deep breath in, we're coming up halfway lift. Placing the palms just above the knees here. Lengthening through the tailbone, through the crown. Another deep breath in and we're lowering all the way back down. Deep juicy breaths running your fingertips all the way up. Coming up into standing. Taking a moment here to just feel what it feels like to be inside your body. In this moment, you are safe, you are okay, you are good. I invite you now to swing your arms side to side, twisting out in the spine, all the way into the neck. Let the momentum take you. Deep breaths here. Okay, we're going to go onto our backs here now. So come into a seated posture. Okay. And we're going to roll back onto our backs. You can give your knees a hug here, rocking side to side, enjoying that flat back sensation on your mat, on your practice space. Very good. You can bring your heels down to the ground here. We're going to do some bridge poses. So making sure that your heels are as close to your buttocks as possible. And take a deep breath into the nose, and as we exhale, we're lifting up, peeling the hips up, squeezing the shoulder blades together. And if you have it in your practice today, you can clasp your hands behind your back. But if you're not there today, you just place them on the mat, that's okay. Deep, juicy breaths here. And on the next exhalation, we're going to roll down, vertebra by vertebra, all the way back down. Great, we're going to do that one more time. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, peeling it up, sending the hips up, clasping the hands behind the back, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Making sure that you're squeezing your inner thighs together as well, that your legs are not lying open. Deep, juicy breath here, engaging your lower back muscles. And on the exhalation, release the hands, roll your spine down. Going to send the right foot all the way out, keeping the left knee bent. Deep breath in, we're taking that left knee, bringing it all the way over the right leg. And you can help it along with your hands, sending out the left arm and looking back over that left arm. So we're twisting in the spine all the way from the lower back right up into the neck. Remember, we're only doing what feels good, so don't go further than what feels good to you today. Going to do the same on the other side. And when you're ready, you can swap sides. This time bending the right knee, straightening out the left leg. Deep breath in, you're bringing that right leg over. The straight left leg, stretching out the right arm. Looking out over the right arm here. Deep breaths. You can come back to center when you're ready. You're going to go into some happy baby. So I invite you to bring your knees up, bring your feet up. And if you have it in your practice to grab onto your feet, I invite you to do so. Otherwise, you can grab onto your knees. You can hold behind your knees here if that feels good. So whatever feels good and comfortable for you. And we're going to just rock side to side here. Giving our kidneys a bit of a massage, massaging the spine, massaging the back. Deep breaths here. spend a little time just enjoying this posture. And when you're ready, you can release, let go. And I invite you to bicycle your feet out here a little bit. You might feel a bit ridiculous in this next few moments, but I'm going to invite you to just go with it. So we're bicycling our feet, bicycling your arms, doing that cockroach move, and speed it up a little, speed it up some more, creating that energy. And on your next exhalation, release your legs down, release your arms down. You can place your arms on your sides with your palms facing up. You can also bring your hands to your diaphragm here if that feels better. Allow your feet to just fold open here. And allow your breath to just wash over you. We're going to spend a few moments here just being still. Setting some intentions for the day. Expressing some gratitude for yourself for showing up. For being present in your body. Connecting with your body today. Deep. And I invite you to stay here for as long as you need to today. And if you feel like it's time to come out of it, you can wiggle your fingers and your toes. Coming back into your body here. And bend your knees. And roll over to one side. And you can come up into sitting. Nice and tall in the spine. Thank you for joining me in this class today. I hope that you got some benefit from it, that you found some presence in your body. May you have a beautiful day or beautiful sleep, depending on which time of day you do the video. And I'll see you next time.